epic, trash,
Auto sniper.
trash, trash, in this game, trash.
Okay guys, welcome to this video. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. So this is going to be something slightly different to what I usually do, and it's going to be a little review of the patch notes. I don't usually do these, or maybe I'll talk about them on stream, which I'm probably going to be streaming in about half an hour after this, but it's just to share my opinion. I think sometimes when there's these big updates, and especially at the current state of Fortnite right now, I kind of wanted to just get my opinion out there on this topic because yeah, it's a big change. It's going to change the whole entire game, not just pub games but also competitive. So yeah, let's just quickly have a look at the patch notes. There's a few little updates that have come about. I was expecting this to just be a content update and not really that much happening, but it's a lot bigger than expected. So we've got a shield bubble which has come out, and that's actually, I think it's a good thing. I always like to see these new weapons coming into the game, and it's something we've not seen that often before. It protects you from projectiles. You can get it from floor loot, chests, supply drops, vending machines, and lasts 30 seconds. And essentially it just creates a large bubble that's going to block all the projectiles and explosives from hitting you. So it's something that I think it's unique, and I think it's also good to be very different in games and try to produce unique items, which I think this does. So this is perfectly okay. Where we have the problem, which I'll talk about in a little bit, for you guys who don't know, is also the brutes have been slightly nerfed. The RPGs to get nerfed, where the explosive radius was decreased by 42%. That's actually been reverted, so it's back to normal now. The only things really that to note, I guess, are the decrease in velocity, which has been given 33% nerf. Also the spawn rate. And also one thing that is quite effective is brutes will always be on the map now. So if a brute lands, you're not going to get caught off guard. You'll be able to see it coming for you, and you've got at least a chance to get away or clear the area. So they're okay. In terms of vaulted weapons, we've got Storm Flip and Drum Gun, as well as the Storm Scout Sniper Rifle that have all been vaulted. Storm Flip I really do not mind too much. I think it was probably a little underpowered, because people could just run away from it. You'd pretty much never get a kill with a Storm Flip. Drum Gun was a good weapon when it came back. Everybody did want it to be back, but they nerfed it so much that it kind of became pointless. So like, for you guys who don't know, the drum gun, the blue drum gun, actually did the same damage as the grey SMG, I think it was, or maybe even less, and it's got a lot lower fire rate. So the really only advantage that the drum gun had was its higher magazine count. So that's, yeah, I'm not too bothered about that. And it was a spray meta, and for you guys who don't know, I'm not for the spray meta. And then we've got a Storm Scout Sniper Rifle, which it was a good idea. Could potentially be an item that you can pick up, or like maybe a fixed location on the map where you can check where the storm is going to go. But in terms of a weapon, the weapon was really underpowered. I felt it was inaccurate as well, and it was kind of pointless. Like, you'd never take one or use up one of your inventory slots for a Storm Sniper Rifle. Like, it was just one of those things that was pretty pointless to put in. I guess all the bug fixes, generally you can just read through them or pause this video, guys. It's not really that much thing. Big updates, like the kind of just really subtle updates. Just a few glitches like with the mini shields. But then we get on to the main thing, which is the turbo building placement, which has been increased from 0.05 to 0.15. Now, it might not seem a lot, so it's 0.15 seconds it takes to place a ramp, but that's 3 times slower than it currently takes. So how it works is the first placement that you place, structure that you will, place down, that'll be normal. It'll be exactly the same as it was before. You'll have turbo building, but the ones after that for building will all be 0.15, which is 3 times less. So this is, I've hopped onto Fortnite, and basically doing quick 1x1s or 90s is very difficult. I can see what they're doing. They're trying to make it like Fortnite was back in the day, where people didn't build fast. And this is where the problem lies. And I don't know what Epic are even trying to do to their game, but it's going down a slippery slope. Because I know what they're doing. They've got two ideas, okay? They've got one idea that they've got all these bot players, which you've got to say that. They're new players, they're new to the game, they don't know how to build. Then got the absolutely insane players, where they will outbuild. If you hit them once, you'll just spin around in a 1v1, which of course you would do that, it's a good tactic. Now the Epic's main problem here is the fact that how do new players play Fortnite when they get slapped all the time? And there's no answer to this. It's literally no answer to this, and it really is frustrating me how Epic are bringing the game forward. Like, they are not rewarding loyal players, and they're not rewarding players who practice, get better. I mean, if you ever watch my streams, guys, you know, it's always a stack lobby, people playing creative or in Storm Wars or anything like that, just to get better. You know, it's a good practice, end game practice, building practice, aiming practice, and we play it for hours and hours and hours to practice. And guess what? Putting that practice in, you get better. You get better, guys. It's not a big mystical thing. Like, that's what happens. If you practice something, you will always get better. Now, what Epic is trying to do when putting these brutes in, putting all the spam weapons, I could see this months ago back in Season 8. Drum guns, all the spam weapons, combat shotgun, drum shotgun, mechs, health and mats being decreased, and now finally building being decreased. And what will happen next, it'll be editing next as well, so just keep an eye out for that. Editing will be nerfed 100%, because people edit too fast now for bot players to be able to react. Now the issue here is you just need to practice. Like, Epic is trying to make its game playable for new players, but I remember back in Season 6 when I started playing, guys, I was absolutely terrible. I had one win, which is in the final week. It took me 10 weeks to get good at Fortnite, to be able to get that first solo win. I had a .75 KD in the first season. Next season after that, okay, I've got one win, I've got that out of the way. Now I'm gonna practice a bit more, do a bit more creative. This is when Playground wasn't around then. Sorry, creative wasn't around, it's just Playground. I'll do some more building practice, 1v1s, fights, and just, you know, practice. And guess what? Season 7, I got more and more wins. I think in total I maybe got 35 at the end of the season, which after one season I thought was okay. Season 8 went along, okay, I can finally get some more wins. I do notice that my builds are slightly worse, my editing is slightly worse, and I could improve my aim a little bit. Guess what? I practiced, and then I managed to get a lot more wins until Season 8, 2 seasons after. I think I got 100 wins that season. This is the problem, like, Epic is trying to make it easy for bots to be able to play the game, and I think what's going to happen eventually, I think Arena will have the normal build rate, and I think there's going to be two basically separate games. So you're going to have Arena and you're going to have pub games, and pub games will be completely different. It'll be like basically the new Playground. So it's going to be the area basically where you go if you just started playing the game. And then, you know, once you get a little bit more confident, you go into Arena. I think that's kind of what they're heading towards, which is bad because, I mean, I love to play competitive, I love playing scrims, all of this aspect, but there's also something really nice just heading onto Fortnite and playing a game with some mates, you know, and not taking it too seriously. And they're gonna lose that. You know, it's nice sweating, but you don't have to sweat all the time. So I just don't know what they're thinking about this, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I think it's a really, really crazy update. Epic is... I don't know. I just don't know, guys. I mean, building is one of these aspects. I stopped playing games for 4 years, okay? I played Call of Duty for those who have stayed around this channel for a long time. And I had a break for 4 years because I kind of fell out of love with it. And then Fortnite came along and I saw this game thinking, okay, yeah, this could be a good game. You know, it's getting my interest. It's a really unique aspect. It's a battle royale. There's 100 players in this game and you can build as well. And slowly but surely they're destroying that, guys. Like, it's going to become a game where you can't build, and it's really sad to see, because Fortnite is, in my opinion, one of the best games ever made. I really do enjoy it, but at the moment Epic is, I don't know what they're doing, guys, but they are doing some seriously bad things to the game, and I don't know what they're going to do. I'm hoping they're going to nerf it back, but they just don't listen to people, do they? We've seen this with the mechs. So yep, I know you're not supposed to say this stuff with Epic and creator and supporter creator codes, but I just don't care at the moment. Like, this is the truth, and that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I don't like being too much of a toxic video. Hopefully it wasn't too bad, but I think it's also important to get your opinions out when people are doing something really bad to something that you really do enjoy. So let me know, guys, what you think in the comments. Voice your opinions, share your opinions, and I'll see you guys in a bit for the next video. Hope you enjoy the game and try to build.